Alright lads, Swift's here again. Long time no see. Just cracked open a monster. It is called the Ultra Strawberry Dreams. I've never had this one before. I've also brought a white monster for backup in case I don't like this. But you know, I was in a shop and I fancied a change. Fancied a little change. And sometimes change is alright. Or is it? Let's find out with my first sip. Ah, not bad. Not bad. However, I tell you what, could be bad. Is sailing. Now, we've only had a little bit of content with sailing. I did try it, and the people who watched me in Discord knew I was not having a good time because I didn't have a blue line telling me how to complete this, what I thought was a skill, but turned out to be a quest. I was not too impressed. However, I did enjoy flying around on the boats, but I didn't like the cargo malarkey. The salvaging thing was it just felt like, you know, follow the blue line and do the quest kind of thing. Didn't really feel like a skill. However, the only thing what I'm hoping for is Charles is good, and obviously we didn't get much of that, if barely anymore. And I don't think that, well, it was up to level 30, right? And I don't think we can judge it too much, except for the early games can be shit, but most skills are shit anyway, you know. As you know, the normies, they hate level 23 agility, and who can blame them? However, the normies should love this method because you get trained 2 skills in 1. Get about 350k, maybe 400k, about 60k Agi XP an hour, and that's a quick way to max, guys. 2 in 1, and you don't die from the wilderness. And ashes are not very expensive. That's all you need to do. Click blue spell, click green box. Quite chill. Just watch a movie, watch a show, and then you'll be 99 in both skills. Just don't full screen it. You know, that's probably why you're not enjoying the skill, is because you're playing it full screen. Do some stuff on the side. Look what I'm doing. I'm idling stuff. You might see this. You can't see it very well on the top left, but I'm playing in this idle game. From this morning, I found it. My good friend, Mr. Ellen Gibberish, linked it this morning. And I'm having a great time. Anyways, sailing. Hitbox made a ramble. If you want to know the insides and outs of it, go to his ramble. His opinion is it is what it is. Would he have said that if it was making, you know, I don't want to call him out, but you know, some people are calling him out for, you know, being the front line of the skidding for the Jaggers community, whatever. I don't think his ramble was that bad. But I just hope he's not lying, and obviously I trust him. Okay. People may not trust him because of, you know, the Dutch have the reputation of stealing the T-bows. But what can you do? Anyways, let's talk. Sailing is hit and miss. I've got over it. It's coming into the game. I just hope it's good, and that's all we need to hope for. And hopefully Husky decides to actually make the method what we're going to do to 200 mil. Or to 99, because that's how we work, you know, like normally some level 80 method turns out to be the skill you do for the next 1k hours. Anyways. But I have finished mining. The VM era is over. Should have finished it last year, as you said in my 2024 ramble. If you notice now, it's March 2025. And I only did, the only goals I completed last year, what I said I was going to do 24, was woodcutting and construction. However, this year, I plan to do a bit more than that, hopefully. I've managed to find a good schedule now. Of work and RuneScape. Whereas last year it was just pure work. I couldn't balance RuneScape with it. But this year I've managed to find a nice, stable connection to it. Anyways, at the moment I'm doing Priv Prayer. Okay? And it's quite chill. Some of you may be like disgusted that I'm not doing SEP straight away, and that's fine. But I'm coping by saying I want 200 mil prayer and I want to multi-skill it, and I don't think I would finish prayer through SEP because you only can do one event at the start, basically, and then you got no more prayer XP. And I only have to do 20 mil of Priv and then got the rest of SEP, and I think that's quite nice, you know? Just having 50 odd mil left at SEP, that's quite a nice chill finish to agility. So I think that's my plan. And whenever I get bored, I'm going to try a little bit of RC. I've been sending a few videos to my friends and they've been laughing at my RC, and that's fine. I will get better. And I plan to use in the... Oh! Got a level up on my little idle game. That's pretty cool. I'm now level 61 thieving, doing Master Farmers. But I'm going to try and do a little bit of RC because people are afraid, for my sake, which I appreciate. They don't want me to have runecrafting last because I might hate it, and that might be true. And turn into the next Bala, who is just got RC left, and I think he's doing okay with it. But I'm going to be using the blue Fortnite essence at ZMI whenever I can to get 120 mil K or whatever at ZMI, and it's just like RD, you know, very chill. That's what I plan to do, and then just some solo lovers. May spend some runners, but at the moment, if you want 1 HP, you got to spend 40 to 45 mil for 1 HP an hour. And that's me coping. I am not going to do that because I'm also poor. And I think if anyone's going to do that, they must really want to be 3rd or 4th page really desperately. Even though sailing's coming out. Or maybe, I can see a bit more with new skill coming out. They're going to feel a bit more competitive to try and get a higher rank with sailing coming out. And that's fine. People spend the money how they want to spend the money. Who cares? But that's just how I plan to attack the RC war, which is pretty much like the only big skill I have left, really. So I've got 16 200 mils. Hunter, this going to be through chins. A bit of Herbie when I chill, yeah. Depending on my Fletch situation, if I don't finish Fletch through Sep, I'm going to have to do some Herbie Fletch. That's okay, that's chill. And it is what it is. What else have I got left? Obviously I'm doing agility right now. Don't have that much agility left. Got 73 mil left on the boating number. Got a bit of prayer left. Got a big chunk of fire making. Gonna do that through bonfires while playing Dota 2. You know, because that's the or maybe Dale, and then, or if I'm one day I just want to send it down mid, I'll just do the standard G fire making. It's not that deep. But that's like maybe like 0 time method left really, except for Dale. Saving smithing for one more comp, about 90 HP, so that's piss low. For a week comp or something like that. Maybe I could do it for a 48-hour comp, we'll see. So I'm just saving that for a skill, for a little comp if it comes on. There's a new comp coming up, you should join that, but I can't join because I'm busy working. And I just don't want to sleep deprive, because apparently if you want to do a comp, you're not allowed to sleep even if it's a 3-day comp, if you even want to come maybe second from last. But we'll see. What else is there? What else do I have? Is that it? I think that's about it, boys. Damn, it sucks when you're near the end. Don't have much to talk about. Yeah. And obviously the big RC, but I just spoke of that really quick. Blue S for ZMI, and the rest is going to be solo. With whatever money I've left over, maybe spend it on a bit of runners. And then Fletching standard. Why am I going to talk about 0 time skills? Talked about sailing, talked about my skills. And everyone knows who I am, because hopefully you've watched my rambles in the past. Whenever I make a ramble, I normally burn. That is the swift cycle, ladies and gentlemen. I may be sniffing a lot, or you can hear my breathing. I'm not going to be able to fix that either, so just complain about it, that's fine. What else is there? Nothing else really, boys. Don't need to talk about motivation. I'm really enjoying myself with the game. Almost 10k up. Oh, that's the thing. The Solace requirements have changed. Now it's basically percentage based of 200 below, and it is quite funny with some of the Fortnite game modes. Like with the main or level 3, it's like 500 up for another rank, and then it could be like 3k if you're an Iron Man. So some people are either really enjoying the new Solace Rex and either despising it. I just think it's funny for like a silver star now. You need like 10,381 or whatever it is. I think it's just quite funny. Or like 87% way to 200 below. Whoever has to keep changing that after every HP change, have fun. But yeah, you should pretty much join Solace now. Obviously, Omnia Despise. The Omnia collapse happened a few months ago. We all saw that coming. It's quite sad. Hopefully, Ethos picks up the stuff. Hopefully, they get some members joining. But obviously, people who are in established clan like Solace don't really want to leave to join Ethos, and that's understandable. Maybe we could get like a little smiley arc going, and they could all join Ethos. But I guess they want to be their own thing and want to be no feeder clan. Hex is doing a bit better. It's quite nice having them back in the original days. Hexes versus Solace. It's pretty nice. I think the skilling is quite healthy right now. They just need I don't know. It doesn't need anything. It's quite healthy right now, yeah. I just think it'd be fun when sailing comes out. The only fun part of sailing will be the high scores, like competing for it. The actual content It's gonna suck, let's be honest. Unless Trials is turns into SEP, which some people really don't want that to be. Um, my own criticisms is SEP just felt. I mean, sailing just felt like a massive like new area. You know, like a Zaya, and not a skill. And my biggest fear was like, you know how many times people might not remember this, but when Zaya came out, it was just a big space of nothing, and it took 5 years, and they kept changing their minds. Like, oh, well, this place is going to be here. This place is going to be here. I just hope they're not going to keep changing their minds with sailing and just stay to one thing. And like when people talk about, oh, fire making wouldn't pass now. Well, it was core of the game, wasn't it? Like without fire making, you can cook food and stuff. You know, yeah, it's boring, but it is what it is. But sailing doesn't really contribute to anything. Well, we've got teleports. Why do I want to go on a boat to get somewhere? Unless they're gonna make sailing into this thing where we're gonna have an underwater raid or something like that. Like that's not part of the skill. Like that's part of a quest line or a new area. It's not a skill. But however, I did like flying around in the ocean, even though I was lost. They do like their interfaces as well, though. They love an interface, don't they? Now I get so like clicks, oh, little thing pops up in the middle of the screen. Ooh, click that. Ooh. And imagine like 3 or 4 years, you could be able to build like a little mini bank on your little boat where you're sailing around and make a little mini portable POH everywhere. Have little everything in on your boat, and you can have a lot, you know. They should build. Hopefully, you could build like a plank or something. And you could throw someone off your boat. That'd be pretty fun. But that's this. You know, well, what's the skill about that? I just hope sailing isn't a skill where you just two tick, not two tick, knife log on your boat. Hope it's a bit more than that. And I feel like the only way you're gonna do that is through races. There's some kind of trial thing, as what's been said. I think that's the only way sailing can be a skill, really. They said I just didn't like the amount of information and stuff was there. It's just, you know, there's so much stuff for level 30. So many components. I think they're just overcomplicated for themselves because they're so scared of it, of people getting backlash. But either way, everyone's going to give it backlash because let's be honest, only 30% of the community wanted it. Other people wanted another skill. Another chunk didn't want a skill at all, and some of them wanted a skill but didn't like any of the ideas. You can't please everybody, and I've just faced the fact that it's coming out, and I'm gonna have to do it no matter what. And someone's gonna come out, you don't have to do it. Well, look at my account, bro. I'm gonna have to do it. Even if it takes me another 6 years, I'm still gonna have to train it. Well, I know this wasn't a very professional ramble. I'm kind of just yapping. I didn't do a little note list or whatever. What other people trials are doing. This is probably the worst ramble video of all the Solace boys, but big shout out to Spooky. Yeah, and I need the VM mods to, you know, give me a 200 mil congratulations shout on the Discord, because everyone else does, except for me. Was there a personal agenda, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Maybe people don't care about 200 mils anymore. Anyways, thank you for listening to me yap. This is the method I'm going to be doing for the next, how long? We'll see. And let's look forward to Spooky Ramble 2. Goodbye.